We're holding on to that Friday feeling here in Springfield, Illinois, and it's all aboard the women's baseball train. The state capitol was home to Honest Abe, and now it's home to the WPBL inaugural season. Today, the first place Firebells are coming off of 5 days off, and the Hunters are in their second game of the week. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Robin Roberts Stadium. I'm Jenna Becerra, and really the Firebells, the first two matchups against the Hunters have been dominant. AJ Andrews joins me down on the field, and AJ, there's a lot to look forward to today.
So much to look forward to. One, also that it's Canada night, so I got my Canadian tuxedo on, all jeans, but also a lot of fun in the Women's Pro Baseball League. You talked about the Firebells and how their offense has truly just been going off. This is a team that has 16 hits in the last game against the Hunters. They lead the league with 89 RBI, and we've seen them score as many as 6 runs an inning. This is a team whose motto is to pass the bat, so the key to beating them is to not letting them get that big inning. But you should not doubt the Hunters, because as they say, they are still going hunting. We've seen what they can do when they're aggressive. We had some wins, they had some tight games, and their focus right now, as manager Jamal Weeks said, is to make sure they get the job done with intent.
And for the Firebells, that firepower's 1 through 9, and if you look at the middle of the order, Alexia George in particular loves playing under those Friday night lights. Her first home run of the season came against LA on the 14th. It was a 17-3 victory. Followed it up a week later with her second long ball against the Queens again in the 8-6 loss. She leads the team, and she's top 5 in the league with a .519 average. She's just shy of double-digit RBIs on the year. But for San Francisco overall, they don't waste time bringing the heat, AJ.
As soon as one player gets hot, it seems like they all start to catch heat as well. Alexia George leading the way. She said she feels so good on Friday nights because a lot of significance happens these nights, and today is no different. So we're looking to see what she gets done today.
And Captain Allie Schroeder for the Hunters got shaken up a little bit early on the last time out, but then turned it around and started heating up. She got the start at first base for Boston, ended up making contact with LA's Caitlin Einon running through the bag as Schroeder was receiving the throw. It was some hard contact, but both were okay, both bounced back, and both continued on in the game. It was competitive, and you know what? Schroeder ended up making the most of it. A 3-for-3 day with her first hits in the WPBL. She tacked on an RBI and a run as well. And sometimes a trio of singles, that's all it takes to get going. And she is a true three-way player in this league.
Allie Schroeder talked to me about how confident she feels coming off of that game, going 3-for-3, but really she has a team mentality. And so today she's looking to get done on the mound for her team. She feels very confident that she can hit her spots. She doesn't like to think too much. She just wants to go out and perform how she knows she can. And after her performance the last game, she felt good, but now she wants to do good and the entire team come with her. That's her goal for today and for the Hunters.
And it's Allie Schroeder bobblehead night as well, the giveaway for Friday Night Lights. And will the Firebells continue to dominate, or will the Hunters bounce back in a big way? We'll find out on the field next.
Welcome back, all you amazing WPBL fans. It's time for another amazing day for some women's professional baseball. I'm AJ Andrews, and I am joined by the captain for the Boston Hunters, Allie Schroeder. Tonight, it is Canadian and American Heritage tonight, so I have on my Canadian tuxedo. How'd I do?
Great, fantastic, 10 out of 10.
Well, we have our amazing Canadian Allie, so if she gives that, then I thank you so much. We're talking about Canadian Heritage Night, Allie. At just 16 years old, you threw out some amazing pitches in the bronze medal game in the Women's Baseball World Cup for Team Canada. When it comes down to the fact that you're here now also representing Canada in women's professional baseball, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me to be able to represent my country. I always say I'm in such an incredible position where I can come out here, put on the Canada jersey, represent Canada on the professional level, and then get to go home and protect my country on the front lines.
We talk about protecting your country on the front lines. Today is also First Responders Day. And for those that don't know, Allie Schroeder is a wildlife firefighter. So she truly comes out here, deals it, and then deals it against all the fires out in the world. When it comes to representing firefighters, the first responders, what do you want to say to those out there as you step out on the front lines and defend so many of us, not just on the field, but in life?
I mean, I know the job better than anybody at this point now, and I just thank absolutely everybody that's giving their life to service out there, whether that's America or Canada. The biggest thanks from me.
Okay, now you relate firefighting to baseball often. How are they similar?
I mean, the pressures are similar. Like, there's so much pressure on the mound and there's so much pressure on the fire line. But at the end of the day, I mean, I take the pressure that I feel on the fire line, and then I step out here and I'm playing baseball with my friends, and there's no consequences like there are on the front line. So at the end of the day, it's just baseball and it's all fun.
Well, what's even more fun is that it is also Allie Schroeder bobblehead night. Here's the box. It had dropped a little bit, but no, it's okay. We're gonna pretend you're opening it up, and it's coming out.
No way. Wow, the brain and everything.
How does it look?
This is amazing. This is so cool. I love it. This is perfect.
Okay, it's Allie Schroeder bobblehead night. Make sure you get yours. It's time to watch the Hunters and the Firebells take the field after the break.
Go Hunters.
It is an international affair here in the WPBL. Multiple countries represented, multiple countries tuning in to this inaugural season. Jamal Weeks has been leading the way for the Boston Hunters as its manager. They are trying to get things going offensively, and tonight, the starting lineup for the Hunters is presented by Horace Mann. Denver Bryant back at the top. She's hitting .323, one of the top averages on this squad.
Jamal Weeks, manager for the Hunters, talks about how Denver Bryant is somebody that's an impact player. She's a spark plug at the top, looking for what we call that Denver disposition to show up early. That aggressiveness and intent to get the job done is what the Hunters are looking to do today.
And they will face a formidable presence on the mound. The #1 overall draft pick in the WPBL, Kelsie Whitmore. 15 innings pitched already on the season. Multiple starts. She is one of the go-to arms for this Firebells team.
Yeah, Kelsie Whitmore talks about her mentality on the mound is the same as it is when she's in the box, and it's just to go pitch by pitch.
She knocked it down there as it slow rolls over to Gentiloni. Not enough time. Bryant finds her way on first. Now wasting no time for the Hunters.
The Hunters, we've seen what they can do when they come out aggressive. Their last game against the Queens was the first time they scored in the first 2 innings all season long. That is what they're looking to do today to keep it going.
This is what the defense looks like behind Whitmore. Jua Parks over at third base. Albayati not in the starting lineup today. George is the battery mate behind the plate, and Heister in center with Whitmore's start on the mound.
The Firebells have a solid defense to go with their explosive offense. Joelle Leguizamon is second in the league in assists over there at short.
That'll
She's
sneak
not
right,
able to
sneak right through the 5-6 hole there. So back-to-back quick hits, and Haas adds another one.
And we see Haas turn on this ball. She gets extended through and able to squeeze it right there through the 5-6 hole. The aggressiveness from the Hunters coming out early and having success early.
Takara held an ace. First pitch swinging again. Pops it up. Whitmore camped under it. She'll make the catch, and that's the first out for the Firebells.
I talked with manager Jamal Weeks during BP, and he told me something they were working on in practice was situational hitting. They got down to one of the last couple games, there's bases loaded, and they had 2 strikeouts, and they really wanted to work on getting those outs. They really want to work on hitting in the positions they need to so they're prepared for the game. Right now, same situation, situational hitting, runner at first and second, trying to get a job done.
It's Molly Pattison stepping in. She'll take a first pitch strike from Whitmore. Pattison leads the team in hits. She's got 11 on the season. Just over 300 batting average so far this year for the Aussie. Swinging strike 2 there from Whitmore.
I think we just got a shout out from the football game next door.
Yeah, Atlanta for High School hosts some Friday night football over there now that the school year has started. It's a piece that is softly on the ground, foul territory.
Pattison just a little bit out in front of that pitch, but if that stayed fair, that would have been a hard one to deal with the bounce on her. You have to get it on the right hop and try to get her out at first. Looking to battle in the box right now with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. George hanging on to it. Pattison, one of 4 players hitting 300 or above right now in this Hunter squad. Swinging at that pitch in the air, foul territory. Might be enough room for George, just runs out of it. Goes into the Hunters dugout. Yamamoto's like, yeah, I'd rather catch that one.
Just going back to find it. Ooh, I didn't see that it hit. Yamamoto is okay. She's smiling, all smiles.
Just needed her glove.
I'm sure she wished she had it as well.
Pattison still has another life. It's a 2-2 count now. On the ground, fair territory. And taking it over at first. LeBlanc does it herself. And both runners advance, 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, Molly Pattison gets the job done. Talking about the goal for the Hunters right now, trying to do things with intentionality. Every out wants to mean something. She's able to advance the runners. We're talking about hitting behind the runners. That's what we mean. That ball being hit toward first base allows Haas and Bryant to advance to the next 2 bases.
Delea rocking the Maple leaf and the eye black. Canada Day. Celebration for Heritage Weekend. So Whitmore gave up 2 back-to-back singles there, but quickly got 2 outs after that. A pop-up she induced, a soft grounder. Trying to get out of this unscathed. 1-1. Finds the zone again.
Yeah, when you have Bryant swinging at the first pitch, then Haas getting an early hit as well, you don't have enough time to really settle in, so we see Kelsie doing that now.
Good take from Denae. She's from Aldama, Mexico, but representing today for some of her Canadian teammates, a few on the Hunters roster. 2-2. Stays alive. Denae's got 7 hits, 4 RBIs on the season. Opportunity for a couple of more. She'll take ball 3 to fill the count. So we saw the aggressiveness early on, but some patience here from Denae as well, as she's seen those at-bats from her teammates before her.
Yeah, the opportunity to see where Kelsie Whitmore is throwing, knowing what her plan is against these Hunters.
And the plan executed right there. Kelsie Whitmore with the strikeout. 2 runners stranded, scoreless after the top of the first. Well, not only do the players bring the energy here in the WPBL, but so do the fans. We've got some awesome official merch and some homemade merch. And Allie Schroeder getting started over the leadoff hitter, Amanda Gentiloni. She takes ball 1. The captain, Schroeder, evening the count here, 1-1 to Gentiloni. AJ talked to her about how it's really the Allie Schroeder appreciation night in a lot of ways. Celebrating Canada for Heritage Weekend, first responders. Schroeder's got over 11 innings pitched so far this year. And a swing and a miss. The strikeout recorded. Off to a great start is the Canadian. 1 down for the Hunters.
Allie Schroeder talked about how she feels so much more confident coming in today after her last 2 starts where she only gave up 1 earned run. She said she feels like she got her rhythm back.
Tonight's starting lineup for the Firebells is presented by Horace Mann. Kelsie Whitmore, of course, stepping in. First pitch she sees, sends it out to the outfield, just past the diving glove of Denae. Whitmore, two-base mentality. She's standing up with the double. They were aggressive against her on the mound. She's aggressive in the box.
Have to be. The Firebells really want to get things going this first inning. They're a team that really feeds off of one another. She watches this ball a little bit low in the zone. She kind of gets a piece of it, a little bit under it, goes to center field. You have Denae making a great effort for that ball, but it just gets under her glove. And that's 2 for Kelsie Whitmore.
Joelle Leguizamon takes the first pitch upstairs. Got a runner in scoring position now. Leguizamon off to a great start. Second on the team with double-digit RBIs. Hitting just under 400 on the season. Leguizamon, a top 10 draft pick in the WPBL. Working the 2-0. And Schroeder fires back. Fourth start of the season for Allie Schroeder. 8 strikeouts on the year. She gets the swinging strike there to make it 2-2. Answer, second K of the day already. And this is the defense behind Allie Schroeder. Beth Greenwood, her battery mate. You got Denver Bryant over there at third.
Beth Greenwood back. She said she's feeling comfortable. She had a little bit of an injury for their earlier games, but she's ready to go. Have a great battery tonight for the Hunters.
Andrea LeBlanc. Takes the first pitch inside corner. Switch hitter starting on the left side, going up against the righty Schroeder. She's hitting over 400. 7-game hit streak going. She's got a hit in 9 out of 10 games played so far. It's on the ground, over to second. Haas with the bobble. Finishes the play. That'll be out number 3. Scoreless first inning. Top of the second coming next. Well, look at the comparison right here. Babe Ruth, Shohei Ohtani, and Kelsie Whitmore, all in the same sentence, all in the same poster. She's getting the start on the bump today. And it was a scoreless first inning. Both teams threatening, getting some base hits to get runners aboard, but nothing coming across.
I love at the bottom of the sign, it says no gender, just greatness. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, greatness is greatness, woman or man.
6, 7, 8. Lexi Hastings starting off this inning for the Hunters. Hastings was on the call with us in the booth just yesterday. Got to hear some insight about her approach from that left side of the box. Hitting 278 this season. Hastings, of course, Big East champion with UConn softball, but made the transition, playing pro softball earlier this year to pro baseball right here in the WPBL.
Yeah, she talked about how she only played 3 baseball games before coming to join the WPBL. And it's really worked to make that adjustment. After hitting her first home run the other night, she said she feels like she's acclimated to baseball, knows what she needs to do when she's at the plate. And she's seen success as of late.
Swings through strike 3 right there, and back-to-back batters she's faced. Kelsie fans them. 1 down in the second.
This is a ball that is right down the middle. Lexi's just not able to catch it in time. Kelsie Whitmore's first out of the inning.
Now it's Kate Blunt. Got the start at short today. She'll take a first pitch strike. Blunt second on the team with 6 walks, hitting just under 200, trying to get the bat going. Very capable bat as well. Started all 5 games for Team USA in the World Cup group stage. It was just a week or so before the WPBL started. She was 7 for 14, 11 runs scored. One-two pitch just missed. Protective swing as that bounces just over the jumping Kelsie Whitmore. No play to be had. A seeing eye single for Kate Blunt.
It's the ball that Blunt just kind of pokes it out there, gets the bottom of the ball, able to drive it down into the ground over Kelsie Whitmore. Leguizamon comes over, but not able to get her footing in time. Blunt speeds over to first base.
Third hit of the day for the Hunters, and now it's Micah Denae. Denae hitting 190 so far this season. She's been particularly successful on the mound for this Hunters team. Holding it down over at first base today. Scored 6 runs this year. They'll keep Blunt honest over at first base. Denae, one of the 3 Canadians on this Hunters roster, is 18 years old, from Quebec. Whitmore paints the outside corner. The 1-2. Off the end of the bat, on the ground right side. Gentiloni gets the force at second. They'll go to turn 2, but not quite in time. 2 down.
May kind of out and around this ball, gets it off the end of the barrel. Slow roller over to Gentiloni. She's able to toss it to 2. but Denae quickly runs down the first baseline, able to get there in time to avoid the double play.
So Denae at first with 2 outs for Beth Greenwood. First pitch swinging on a shot over to LeBlanc. She snags it. Firebells defense stepping up. Still scoreless heading to the bottom of the second. The middle of the order due up here for the Firebells, and Alexia George set to lead off. We talked about her in the top of the broadcast because she went yard twice already this season, and against Boston in particular, she's been successful. A lot of power, especially on the pull side from George. 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs last time. I was back on Saturday.
We talked about in the opening how she's done really well on Fridays. Both of her home runs came on a Friday. And I asked her if there was any particular reason or anything that was happening on those days. And she said both were significant to her. As in the first game that she had a home run, her family was here. And it was kind of the first time her whole family kind of got together after her grandmother passed. And so she really felt like it was a moment that brought them all together. And then her second home run, it was the anniversary of her dog passing. And so for her, she really was able to dig deep. And she felt like she was really, those individuals were with her in those moments. And I asked her, well, what about today? Is there anything going on or anything significant feeling this Friday? And she told me, well, it's my uncle's birthday. So we'll see how that pans out for this Friday for Alexia George.
Friday Night Lights, she loves them. And the 2-2 out to center field. Going back on the run to make the grab is Heldon Ace, and George nearly made it a third Friday with some fireworks.
So close, almost did it for Unk. It's close. She got a good bat on this ball though.
Don't worry, Unk, she'll have a few more ABs.
She has a couple more ABs to get it done.
She gives way to Skylar Kaplan. He takes the strike, the lefty. She's been productive in the middle of the order. Hitting over 350 already this season. Got 4 doubles. And she'll add another hit here. That's gonna go all the way to the wall. Slight hesitation rounding first. She'll stick with the single.
Kaplan stays on this ball down the middle. She drives it right where it's pitched into center field. It rolls all the way to the fence. Denae takes a little bit of a long angle to get to that ball, but gets it in time. Strong arm to second to keep Kaplan at 1.
Kaplan looked a little surprised. She's like, oh shoot, I could have had extra bases out of this one. She's over at first with 1 out for Jua Park. 1-1 count. Park hitting over 400. Top 500 team with 7 RBIs this year. Inside corner. One, two. Just stays alive with the foul tip. You talked with Allie Schroeder before today's game, AJ, and she seems locked in and just a little more relaxed on the mound so far.
Yeah, it's funny. Right before we even started the pregame interview, manager Jamal Weeks came up to her, all smiles, and said, "Lock in." She said, "I got you."
That's a soft short roller. Bare hand from Schroeder over to first. Denae hangs onto it, gets back on the bag in time. And Park is gunned down. AJ, you were down right near that play unfolding. What'd you see?
Yeah, it honestly looked like Denae did get her foot in time. She had to jump up, and then right there, she was able to get it down in the nick of time before Park was able to get to the base. Great reach by Denae at first.
Pitch downstairs to Jordan Eister. That's an important second out. We talked about the Firebells have that firepower 1 through 9. Number 8 hitter in Eister, she's hitting 400 this season. Sky to the right side. Pattison under it. Makes the grab. Another runner is stranded and still nothing across.
Scan the QR code on the video board. We're officially launching our WPBL fan zone. If you want to stay up to date with the latest WPBL news, this is definitely the best way to do it. Countdown to game time, game day programs, tickets, merch, so much more. Get your phones, scan the QR code, and join all the WPBL fun.
Two innings in the books, no runs across, and manager Jamal Weeks talking with Caraven Dew, assistant coach on staff, looking into the strategy. It's one time through the order for the Hunters. Now back to the top here with Denver Bryant. Got her 11th hit of the season last time up in the first. First pitch swinging once again, fouls that out of play. This is what her damage zone looks like. Of course, anything over the white, she's all over it, but up and out and down and in seems like she's made that contact with, based on our TrackMan data. It's grounded over to short. Leguizamon to first. 6-3 in the books, one down. Leguizamon been right up there in the top 2 in the league in assists. In the middle infield for the Firebells. Now That's Gabby Haas, also singled last time up. She was aggressive last time, stepping in the box. A little patient here, working the 2-0 count. From Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. First pick of the 4th round in the WPBL draft. On the ground, Leguizamon once again. Deja vu, and a quick 2 outs for the Firebells. Quick couple of outs for Kelsie Whitmore.
Yeah, it seems like she's really settled into her plan, into what she wants to pitch to the Hunters. She does a really good job of going lateral, left to right. So see a pitch on the outside part of the plate there to Denae.
0 for 1 so far tonight with the pop-up. Right up the gut from Whitmore. Denae has shown off the power, leading the team with 2 home runs, 4 doubles. Also been walked quite a bit, though. 9 walks on the season also lead the team. She was 0 for 4, but did get an RBI last time against the Firebells. On a shot to left field. That lands fair. Gets into the corner. Held an ace with her 5th double of the season. 2-out rally, perhaps, for the Hunters.
Denae turns on a ball on the inside part of the plate, sends it down the left field line. We talked about the doubles that Denae has had this season. She's always looking to and able to use that speed to come around any misstep, any sudden movement in the outfield that isn't directly to the next base, she's taken to.
She was fired up after diving into second. Runner in scoring position with the 2 outs for Pattison. She grounded out to first time up. The 1-1. Good take, a touch in. Pattison just 18 years old, out of Australia. 12th pick of the 3rd round in the draft. Gets a piece, evened up 2-2. Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs, runner over at second. Waves at it, and Kelsie spelled with a K for a reason. Her 3rd of the day, and due up 9-1-2. Ella De Bedard, Amanda Gentiloni, and Kelsie Whitmore next. bottom of the third. Firebells trying to find the key to this victory here. Ella de Bedard in the 9 spot. Finish out the first time through the order for San Francisco, still scoreless. The captain, Allie Schroeder, getting the start. 2-0 count. Schroeder working right back to the 2-2 count. de Bedard had a slower start so far offensively. She's 2 for 15 on the season. And a swinging strike 3. Schroeder, her 3rd K of the day, and the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Allie Schroeder. 3 breaking pitches to de Bedard. All 3 hitting the spot, all 3 getting the job done.
Gentiloni, first pitch she saw in the air to center. Catch is made by Denae. So a quick second out for Schroeder and company.
Schroeder talked to me about how she relates being a firefighter to being a pitcher. And I asked her what her routine is, knowing when she's going to start. She said, I don't really have too much. I kind of like the same mentality I have as a firefighter. You never know when you're going to be needed. I like to just kind of come out the gate prepared and ready to go. I always stay ready. I don't typically think about a starter mentality. It's more so my firefighter mentality. I'm just ready to go at all times.
Kelsie Whitmore, absolutely crushed. And that's home run number 9 for the captain. The solo shot puts her at the top of the leaderboard alone in the home run race. And San Francisco's on the board first.
We've been waiting a couple days to see who would hit that 9th home run first. Whether it be Denae Benites or Kelsie Whitmore. And Kelsie Whitmore comes up, her 2nd AB of the game. Sits back on this pitch and sends it a long way to now become the leader in that home run race here in the WPBL.
15 long balls for the Firebells as a group. They lead the league. Ruth, Otani, Whitmore. We saw it on the sign. Now we're seeing it between the lines. Guizamon following it up here with a 1-1 count. Struck out her first time up. 2nd extra base hit for Whitmore today, by the way, after that double. In the air, shallow. Going back on the run to make the grab was Haas. And that will do it. But Kelsie Whitmore doing what she does best. The solo shot, her 9th of the season. And it's 1-0 Firebells over Hunters. Top of the 4th inning, sun is setting here at Robin Roberts, but Kelsie Whitmore continues to heat up. She goes yard for the 9th time this season. That pull power out to the left side. Every single home run of hers we've seen in a similar place. Put the chain around her neck. She has earned it once again. And this is what the spray chart looks like for her home runs so far this season. That last one, same pattern to that left side.
I love watching Kelsie Whitmore hit. The extension she sees when you go into swing, she creates such separation in her body to where when she's ready to go and unleashes that back hip, she always has so much power behind the ball. And you see where she likes to hit the balls on the left side of the field. And when she does, she hits it a long way.
Looking good on the mound so far as well. And she will face 5, 6, 7, starting with Edith Denae. Got the strikeout last time they faced each other to get out of it in the top of the first. This time grounded over to second. Gentiloni on the hop. Over to first, and a key first out after drawing first blood. Few groundouts that Whitmore has produced so far in this ball game. Lexi Hastings struck out last time in the second. Takes that pitch downstairs. One-oh pitch. Squares to bunt. We'll take a strike instead. She told us yesterday when she was in the booth, AJ, that she does like to utilize the short game when she can.
And we've seen what short game can do, even if it's unintentional. We've seen some dribblers, some slow rollers here on the infield. And with a speedy runner, oftentimes they're able to get down that line in time. So short game in this scenario to try to get a runner on base for the Hunters is not a bad idea.
Multi-dimensional hitter from that left side. 2-1 count here. Works it to 3-1. Hastings competed internationally. The national team for the Virgin Islands. Takes ball 4. Good adjustment from her last at bat. Finds herself on first.
Yeah, also sometimes when you go to square to bunt, especially coming from a softball background, that's oftentimes used, we call it the fake bunt. So it's in front, you pull it back, and it's really just to help track the ball in deeper. So in that instance, that could have been something that Lexi was also trying to do, just make sure she was watching the ball as much as possible.
Takes off to run, dives in safely with the stolen base. The speed at work for Hastings.
Lexi Hastings got on her horse and early. She knew immediately she was going head down. Gets to second, using that speed to get herself in scoring position for the Hunters.
Extra 90 feet. You'll take every bit of it. Hunters trailing by 1 here in the top of the 4th. The 1 out for Kate Blunt. She singled last time. And she'll do it again. That's gonna fall out in center. Being waved around is Hastings. She comes in to score, and it's all tied up in the 4th. The RBI from Blunt and the base running for Hastings.
Blunt getting a job done right here. We have Lexi at 2. She sees that ball on the outside part of the plate. Drives, save backs, drives it. And you see Lexi Hastings rounding the base, never stops. Eister bobbled a little bit in center, which gave Lexi the opportunity to stand up as she crossed the plate at home.
Makes that stolen base even more critical. Wouldn't have been in scoring position. She got herself even closer, and now we're tied.
Speed kills.
And speed never slumps.
Speed never slumps. My favorite saying.
Here's Micah Dumais. Dumais 0 for 1 so far. Has Blunt over at first base, still just the 1 out. Line drive into right. Blunt was taken off. She's rounding second and will get into third base standing up. Back-to-back singles, runners at the corners. Hunters have something going.
Micah Dumais, another Hunters player that goes up to the plate with intent. This ball on the inside part of the plate is the exact pitch that she's looking for so that she can hit behind Kate Blunt. Because if she's able to send it to right field with the speed that Blunt has, she's able to round second, get all the way to third base due to that throw being so long from right to third. Dumais getting a job done, and now there's runners at first and third with just one out for the Hunters.
5th hit on the season for Micah Dumais. Here's Beth Greenwood. May takes off, throw all the way down to second, but sneaks the hand in past the tag.
Micah Dumais ready to go. Oh, the swim slide. Look at that. Jenna Loney definitely was going to have her out. She reached out for that left hand, but she realized that and made the quick adjustment.
Slow roller up the middle, brings in Blunt. And Dumais will cross the plate as well. 2 RBI single, and Greenwood gives the Hunters the lead.
The Hunters are going hunting. They've coined that phrase, and that comes from their mentality at the plate. Beth Greenwood gets a ball that's a breaking pitch, but she gets on top of it, able to drive it down and up the middle. And when you have speedy base runners like Dumais and Blunt on the base path, she's able not to just bring in 1, but 2.
Once again, the stolen base from Dumais, proven to be clutch.
The aggressiveness, we talked about it early on, how the Hunters' aggressiveness is really the difference maker for them. When they can go out, play aggressive and maintain it, apply that pressure and play smartly, they make the decisions, have the intentionality behind their aggressiveness. That's when they see much success.
Firebells had outscored the Hunters 23-8 in their first 2 meetings. Now the Hunters already put up 3 here with another big inning in the 4th. Back to the top of the order as Denver Bryant strides to the plate.
Baseball is such a game of momentum. One play, one moment, one stolen base can be the difference maker in changing that momentum. The Hunters know that. They're trying in any way, every fashion to get that momentum on their side.
In the air, right side. Kaplan's camped under it. Makes the catch. Quick second out there for the Firebells, much needed. WPBL fans, get your playoff tickets today. All 4 teams advance to the playoffs, and there will be a 2 best-of-3 semifinals, followed by a best-of-5 WPBL championship here at Robin Roberts Stadium. You can go to womensprobaseballleague.com/tickets. You don't want to miss it, trust me.
Miss this? All this fun?
In postseason baseball, come on, you know it hits different.
There's nothing better than postseason baseball in this world.
I agree with that. Gabby Haas with the 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Greenwood over at first. Greenwood takes off. And it's strike 3 via the swing. Kelsie Whitmore with her 4th, but 3 runs come across for the Hunters. They have a 2-run lead over the Firebells.
Number 10, Liz Gilbert. Number 27, Michelle
got the Firebells, we got the Hunters, and we got some queens in the house taking it all in here on a Friday night at Robin Roberts Stadium. Oh, don't forget the Heights while you're at it. All the women in this league, if they're not playing, they're watching baseball. They love it that much.
And it's also an opportunity to scout. Even though they've all played each other, we talk about the involvement of each team throughout the season. The second half, oftentimes you see different teams. Every game is different. The manager for the Firebells, Matt Williams, said that. No matter how many times you play a team, every game is different. You have to approach it a different way.
Schroeder's approach so far on the mound has been successful. Going up against Andrian LeBlanc, who grounded out to second last time. The only real blemish being that solo shot from Whitmore, but then her teammates had her back offensively, put up 3 in the top half of this one.
Yeah, that just adds to your confidence on the mound as a pitcher. Going up there, not trying to come back from a deficit, but knowing that you have the lead. Pitchers often feel a lot more free being able to pitch in that dynamic.
Allie Schroeder on bobblehead night. It's been captain versus captain on the mound. Kelsie Whitmore on the other side for the Firebells. 2-2. LeBlanc high in the sky. Haas under it. Can't hang on to it. Lost it as it traveled in the air, possibly in the lights. And a break for the Firebells.
Yeah, that's tough for one of those balls. When they're hit so high in the air, they oftentimes spin, especially off the lefty. Lefty pitches, they tend to turn. They tend to have a little bit of a curve. So even though it looks like it's going to land in one way, it tends to lean towards another direction. Tough break for Haas over at second.
That will go down as an E4 in the books. And Alexia George now with the runner on base. She flew out to center first time up. Nice pick by Greenwood. Greenwood with the key hit. 2 RBI single. Top half of this inning. Column pitches for Schroeder. Opposite way. Foul territory into the bullpen. George from Lyndhurst, New Jersey, 20th pick of the second round in the draft. Has been crucial in the middle of the order for the Firebells this season. She'll take ball 4. Couple of gifts to put 2 runners on base. First the error, then the walk issued. Still no outs. And Skylar Kaplan now stepping in. She singled back in the second inning.
These are the type of situations, scenarios that the Firebells feed off of. The goal for Allie Schroeder right now on the mound is to continue to stay within her plan and get outside of herself with the 2 runners on base.
One-0 to Kaplan. Hits it through the right side of the infield. The base hit. And Pattison gets it in. It'll load them up for the Firebells here with no outs.
Firebells, their motto is to pass the bat. They feed off of one another, and Skylar Kaplan comes up, gets the job done with 2 runners on. Ball inside part of the plate, she turns on it, she hits behind the runners, able to advance him over. Now the bases are juiced with no outs for the Firebells.
Biggest opportunity San Francisco has seen all night. And the Hunters know that as well. So Jamal Weeks coming out to have a conversation on the mound. Schroeder, talk to you, AJ, about the pressure that you feel as a pitcher on the mound, as a firefighter out in the wild, and how she manages that pressure. There's some pressure here with no outs and bases loaded.
Yeah, and she talked about how she oftentimes likes to relate her job as a firefighter to situations here on the baseball field. And it's all about addressing those pressures. She doesn't ever want to shy away from it. She wants to go head first in it to put it out. The same way she does when she's going to try to put out a fire in the wild. She's trying to put out a fire right here on this baseball field. You have to remain level-headed, focused, don't get outside yourself, and stay steady with the goal at hand. Bases loaded right now with 0 outs. The focus is still just to get 1 out at a time. Trying to get right now Jewel Park to fly out, something, a slow roller in the infield, see if they can roll up a double play. They have to stop the bleeding for the Firebells, a team that is really good at feeding off of one another and getting jobs done.
Bottom part of the order. That's going to single into shallow left center. LeBlanc comes in to score, and a quick RBI single for Park. Firebells back within 1.
Jewel Park doesn't get all of this ball, but she gets just enough. Off the end of the barrel, able to get right past the shortstop Blunt into the outfield to score a run for the Firebells.
Firebells know how to make you pay. LeBlanc got on via the error, came around to score right there. Still no outs with the bases loaded for Jordan Eister. She flew out to right last time up. Fouls it straight back. Eister was the 4th pick of the 4th round in the draft, representing Royal Oak, Michigan. Protecting here with the 0-2. Schroeder trying to attack the bottom part of the order here for the Firebells, but there is no break in this lineup.
Well, this is a lineup that is dominant 1 through 9. We talk about how they're not trying to hit home runs. They're not trying to hit the ball a long way. They just want to get a job done. Find a hole, good placement of the ball in order to move the runners another base.
Fouled out of play. Caught right in front of the press box. Fan brought his glove. He was ready. And you know what? You stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Nice. Had to hug it.
Well, he's not letting go of that one. Into the outfield right side. Pattison comes up with the catch, but deep enough where George coming into home, and the sac fly complete. The tag from Kaplan advances her to 3rd base. Productivity all around for the Firebells. Tied up at 3.
Firebells doing what the Firebells do best, and that is getting a job done. Eister just looking for something that she can send into the outfield in order to score, and she does just that. She's able to elevate this pitch. Alexia George waiting for the cue, and as soon as that ball hits Pattison's glove in right field, she's taking off for this tying run here in this game. 3-3 now, Firebells and Hunters.
Runners at the corners, Kaplan at 3rd, Park at 1st. Just 1 away here for Dave Bedard. Schroeder struck her out back in the third inning. Follows it up with the first pitch strike here in the fourth. Taken off. Park slides into second, uncontested. 2 in scoring position. Top of the order awaits on deck. Grounded up the middle, past the diving glove of Haas. Kaplan comes in to score. Park wheels around and scores as well. 2 runs come across, and David Art takes advantage of the miscue on the throw, goes to second base. 5-3, Firebells.
It's the ball that's low. David Art goes down and gets it. Able to hit on the hop and able to push it past Haas at second base. The Firebells continuously to take advantage of every miscue from the Hunters. A little bit of errors, not hitting the cut. Firebells move on every opportunity given.
Gave up 3 in the top half of this inning, but they respond by bringing across 4 here in the bottom part. And Allie Schroeder will exit the mound. Still have a runner at second with 1 out, and it's a new era call to the bullpen. We saw Paloma Benites getting loose in the pen for the Hunters. Looks like she'll be taking over the pitching duties. AJ, it's Friday, and you know what that means. We got plenty to celebrate today.
Oh, yes. It's Friday, which means it's Friday Photo Dump. Photos from this week are all going to be presented here at the WPBL. We have WPBL Commissioner Justine Siegel and some players at Busch Stadium in St. Louis this week. The Hunters, Gabby Haas, posting some photos from the State Fair and life in Springfield. We have Maggie Meidlinger with Coach Jeff Berg from her high school, who drove all the way from Virginia to take in a game and get a ball autographed by Maggie the other night. And the Firebells, repping Canada, we have Ella Day Bedard, Andrea LeBlanc, and Liz Gilder. Tag us in your photos, and we'll post some of the best ones on Sunday's broadcast.
Always so fun to see the roundup. Just so fun to be a part of this inaugural season here in the WPBL. Over 2/3 of the way through the regular season now. And it's hard to believe, but the Firebells 6-4 coming into this, tied at the top of the standings. Paloma Benites gonna try to extinguish that fire right now. Over 8 innings pitched on the year, does have a couple of strikeouts. She had been one of the go-to arms out of the pen since making her debut here for the Hunters.
Paloma talked to me a little bit about her process before the game, and a little bit different than Allie Schroeder. She definitely likes to have a plan for who it is that she's going to face. She wants to make sure she knows the lineup 1 through 9, knows where to pitch them. She's prepared every time she goes through sequences pre-game when she's warming up in the bullpen.
Benites, part of that photo dump over there in St. Louis, taking over for Allie Schroeder. Was the starter tonight, and Benites going to go right up against the top of the order as soon as she comes in. Schroeder goes 3 1/3. Only 2 earned runs of the 5 that San Francisco has scored. Amanda Giannelloni takes the first pitch strike. 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout so far today. Blocked well by Greenwood. Coaching staff for the Hunters gone as Benites tries to get him out of the 4th. Hard on the ground, backhanded by Bryant. The long throw to first, gets the out. That is out number 2. David Ard advances to third.
A little bit of the Denver disposition showing up over there at third base. Ball pulled down the line. Denver getting low all the way down to her knees to be able to stop that ball, wants to get herself in a good position to not let that ball get past her. As soon as she gets it, she's up, makes a great throw to first base to get the second out of the inning.
Kelsie Whitmore 2 for 2, double and that home run. Does have a long ball against Paloma Benites. 9 total on the season. This is what her damage zone looks like. A little bit of everything. She can get down in the zone. She can go up just above the strike zone. Turn on those inside pitches as well. And this might be why we're seeing them put her over on first base. Whitmore already done some damage against this Hunters team, has already worn the chain tonight as well. And now she's over at first base. Runners at the corners for Joelle Leguizamon. Firebells have batted around here in the 4th inning. Gets Leguizamon to swing through strike 2. Leguizamon 0 for 2, looking for that first hit. Oh, 0-2 pitch from the southpaw. Strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Benites. But the Firebells bat around and take the lead 5-3. It doesn't get better than this on a Friday night unless you get some merch. WPBL fans, get your official Women's Pro Baseball League gear. You can choose from your favorite teams and players. Just go to shop.womensprobaseballleague.com. Plenty of options for you for your favorite teams. See the fans here rocking the hats, rocking the shirts. Love to see it.
And the merch looks so good. You have so many different options.
Takara Denae takes ball 1 from Whitmore. This is the part of the order that you want up. Trailing by 2. Denae 1 for 2 with a double last time. It's 3-4-5, heart of the order. Both pitchers starting pitchers, that is, have had their offense come through. After they've given up something, the offense has come back and supported. Hunters trying to do it again. They took the lead 3-1, but then gave up the 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Crooked numbers. It's been a theme we've seen for the Hunters, especially against the Firebells. Big innings.
When it comes down to it, it's all about response. You have to be able to come back, shake things off from last inning, whether it's an error, whether it's runs scored, and it's all about how you respond. Not what happened, but how you respond to it. The teams that are able to have the quick responses and are able to come back immediately are the teams that build that momentum back on their side, and momentum is what carries a team throughout for the win.
Whitmore zips one in there to fill the count, 3-2. Firebells want nothing more than to keep the momentum. One thing to get the momentum, another thing to keep it on your side.
And that can change with one pitch, one swing, one inning.
And that pitch right there, setting the tone in the top of the 5th. The 5th strikeout for Kelsie Whitmore on the night.
Yeah, Denae thought this ball was a ball. On the outside part of the plate, oh, what a great frame by George. He's able to really place that ball exactly where the location needs to be. Strike out against Denae.
Swinging strike 1 there to Pattison. First 4 strikeouts, utilized the movement, painting the corners, got him swinging this time, freezing Denae. Pattison's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to 3rd. Back in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. San Francisco came into tonight leading the league really across the board. Batting average, ERA, and fielding percentage. Not a surprise when you have those things in place, you have some success. Pattison soft on the ground. That'll trickle foul on the right side. On the flip side, the Hunters, 4th in the league, hitting just .251 coming into today, although that has been rising throughout the season. 4th in ERA, but 2nd in fielding percentage.
It's a new mentality for the Boston Hunters. These last few games, they talked about how they're taking extra at practice, really want to get themselves in good positions. When we talk about intentionality and trying to get a job done, it means not swinging at just any pitch. So if there's runners at 1st and 2nd, I want to hit behind them. I'm looking for a pitch on the inside part of the plate so that I can pull it. I'm intentional. If we go out, there's bases loaded. Jamal Weeks talked about how you shouldn't be striking out looking. I want everybody to swing, looking to do a job.
Pattison swings on it right there, and it's back-to-back Ks, 3 straight for Kelsie Whitmore.
Another great pitch. Kelsie Whitmore just playing darts up there. Right down the middle, and Pattison not able to catch up with that ball. Another strikeout for Kelsie Whitmore, 2nd out in the inning.
Jada Lee had 6 Ks in her last appearance in the closing role. That was a league record in terms of single appearance. Kelsie Whitmore now with 6 of her own. Edith DeLea with 2 outs. Seven hits on the day for the Hunters. They are actually out-hitting the Firebells in terms of total. 7 to just 6 for the Firebells, but haven't been able to string them together outside of that 3-run 4th inning.
I know, I was just looking at that. The Hunters really have come out aggressive, but when it comes down to it, it's trying to play clean baseball. Those 2 errors come back to bite. every single time the Firebells, even though they aren't hitting, have as many hits as the Hunters have, they have no errors.
Foul out of play. Whitmore came into today 5th in terms of innings pitched. It's her 5th start of the season for the Firebells. 2-2. Fouled off again. She came in with 8 strikeouts. She already got 14 now, nearly doubled her strikeout total on the season in this appearance. 2-2 again. Denae not going down without a fight.
Denae continuing to battle up there at the plate, just trying to get a piece of it. Even if it's not a pitch that she wants, just trying to foul it off, trying to send it somewhere till she gets the pitch that she's looking for in order to try to get a good ball on it and work to get a hit.
Out of ball game left. 2-run game. And Denae continues the fight. Whitmore's pitch count starting to get closer to 90 on her start. That's on the ground. Backhand from LeBlanc. She'll lead Whitmore to cover first and get it done. A 1-2-3 inning for the Firebells. Bottom of the 5th next. They still lead by 2. Day descends in tonight here at Robin Roberts Stadium. It's been a beautiful night here in Springfield, Illinois, under some Friday night lights. Kelsie Whitmore, the starter for the Firebells, has been great on the mound and also helping herself out in the box too. Middle of the order trying to continue that trend as Andrian LeBlanc steps in. He's 0 for 2, but did reach on the error, came around to score just an inning ago. LeBlanc now going from the right side against the lefty Benites. I see some LeBlanc fans right in front of the press box here, rocking her jersey. She stays patient in there. Taken all the way to make it a 3-1 count now. Notch finds the zone. LeBlanc has a 7-game hit streak going, trying to keep it and extend it. She'll draw the walk instead. Andrian LeBlanc aboard for the second time tonight. Leadoff base runner for the Firebells, bringing up some of the firepower right behind her with Alexia George. Skied into right field. Pattison, first step back, comes in to make the grab. Important first out for the Hunters.
Alexia George just misses this pitch. She's a little bit out in front on it. Sends it to the outfield, but right there is Molly Pattison camping under it to make that first out of the inning. Outside part of the plate, yeah, a little bit out in front. She gets a good ball, but not enough. First out for the Hunters.
Skylar Kaplan takes that one well outside. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Kaplan 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Part of that 4-run spot in the 4th inning for the Firebells. Denae evens the count 1-1. Ducks out of the way there. Notch working well off the plate on both sides here to Kaplan. Off the plate outside that time to make it a 3-1. Kaplan with the hitter's count. In the air, shallow center, it's gonna fall. No man's land, and a base hit for Kaplan, her 3rd single of the night.
Those are one of those balls that are just really hard for a defense to pick up on. Kaplan gets the end of this, hits the ball at the end of a bat, able to send it to the outfield. Lexi Hastings was calling it. Saw Denae standing there waiting for her to get that ball, but she wasn't able to get there in time. You talked about it, Jenna, how it's in no man's land. Call it kind of one of those bloopers that just kind of sneak in there. 2 runners on now for the Firebells.
Last time Park came up with runners on base, she got the RBI single, stole second, then ended up coming around to score. Productive outing for her. She's 1 for 2. Notch trying to find her rhythm. Came in with 1 out back in the 4th. Was able to get 2 more without any more runs scored. Now working with some traffic on the base paths. Park swings through that one, but it catches Greenwood. It looks like it may be a catcher's interference called. Some frustration from Greenwood. Park's making sure she's okay as she goes and takes first base. Jamal Weeks has some questions. Looks like Park's bat actually made contact potentially with Beth Greenwood's glove on that swing. Part of the reason she wasn't able to catch that pitch as it came in, because it knocked her glove. So the Firebells with another break, though, because that base is loaded.
The key for the Hunters right now is to minimize the bleeding here with the Firebells. It's a team that is really good at capitalizing, whether it's a walk, whether it's an error, whether it is a miscue. Trying to get out of this inning. They have one out. Trying to keep something on the ground to get to.
Eister had the sac fly to bring in a run last inning. Fouled right back into Greenwood's mask. Man, can't catch a break right now behind the dish.
Keeps finding her.
That's exactly why, though, catchers are just tough as nails. Oh, and that's actually going to get the umpire.
So correction, the umpires are tough as nails.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be. It's true. Waves through that pitch. That's Sophia Liu behind the plate, calling balls and strikes tonight. She is tough as nails. 1-2 pitch. Out into left. It's going to fall. The Firebells keep it rolling. An RBI for Eister. Second of the day.
The ball's a little low in the zone, outside part of the play. Eister just trying to get a bat on it, not trying to do too much. She's able to get some air under it to send it to left field. Nobody there. Lexi Hastings playing a little bit deep. So that ball is going to fall in. It's going to be another run across the board for the Firebells.
Just call her Jordan R.B. Eister. 2 on the day, 1 for 2 overall, as that is a yanked well foul by David Bedard.
Jenna, that was really good.
Thank you, AJ. It's always special when I get your seal of approval.
I love that one.
2 RBIs for David Bedard, too. Single last time up. 3-run ball game. The solo shot in the third, 4 runs in the fourth, and the RBI from R.B. Eister here in the 5th.
Yes.
Loma Benites approaching 30 pitches since coming in for her relief appearance. Do see some activity in the pen for the Hunters. Golfed high in the air. Out to left. Hastings was under it. And Kaplan coming in to tag, and another sac fly. 3rd RBI of the day for David Bedard. 7-3 Firebells.
David Bedard getting the job done. All she needs right now is to try to find something in the outfield in order to score. The runner at third, Lexi Hastings, doing a job knowing that she's not going to make that throw all the way home. So she hits a cut off at third base to keep Park at second. Ball inside, David Bedard, she gets a hold of it, launches that ball in the air to the left fielder, Lexi Hastings, bringing another run.
Line shot from Gentiloni. Bobble in the outfield, and coming around to score, Jua Park. Gentiloni, her first hit, and it brings in another RBI.
This is what the Firebells do so well. Gentiloni, look at how that pitch was right there. She turns on it, turns on it well. Get into left field, that ball bounces right past Lexi Hastings off of her glove. Park is turning on the jets to make it home before the throw. But the Firebells, they're a team. They have the big innings. They continue to feed off of one another, pass the bat mentality, always trying to get the next batter up to the plate for another opportunity to get a run in.
Back-to-back innings, putting up a crooked number for the Firebells. And Jamal Weeks coming to talk with Paloma Benites. Kelsie Whitmore at the plate. Yes, there are 2 outs, but there's 2 on with the home run leader here in the WPBL up to bat. Olivia Bricker getting loose in the Boston bullpen. Bricker came in to relieve the starter Schiano last time out against the Queens. And it looks like we're gonna have a new era called to the bullpen once again. The Hunters make a change on the mound here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 on, 2 out. We'll be back in a moment. New pitcher for the Hunters, Micah Dumais. Sub-2 ERA so far in the season, nearly double-digit innings pitched. She's got 7 strikeouts to 6 walks, just 2 earned runs she has allowed. She's coming in to try to stop the bleeding here for the Hunters, and there's a reason why. Kelsie Whitmore drew first blood for the Firebells. The solo shot back in the 3rd inning continues to show off the power, leaving the yard to the left side of Robin Roberts. The home run chain feels like it lives around Kelsie's neck. Her and Denae Benites, the top 2 in home runs in the league, and they're showing off that power, especially to that left side.
The majority of their home runs have gone to the left side. Both of them able to really turn on the ball really well. You saw Benites send a couple over their Oppo Taco, but primarily they're looking inside, looking for something to turn on to send a long way.
Sabrina Robinson coming in to play first base as Dumais makes her way to the mound. Talked about how Dumais has been pretty productive on the mound as of late. That sub-2 ERA is in the top 5 in the league. This is also her 6th game coming in as a reliever. Jamal Weeks having the conversation, that open communication he talked to us about with Paloma Benites.
Jamal Weeks is a manager that really loves communication, really wanting the team to understand where things went right and where things went wrong. He believes that's the only way for a team to get better, and so making sure he has that conversation with Paloma right now in the dugout so that for the next outing, she's that much better.
It's the development that he talked about, and even Lexi Hastings talked to us about it when she was in the booth, how focused he is on that, how excited she was to get to work with him for that exact reason.
Yeah, Jamal's someone that really likes development, being able to develop a player. So it really is just a conversation about how you can develop better from this outing, from this opportunity, whether it's an error. It's not even just the bad opportunities or the bad things that take place in the game, but also the good. What can you learn about them from both? Everything's a learning opportunity. Everything's an opportunity to develop into a better player. And that's the conversations and the communication Jamal likes to have with his team.
Dumais getting going against Whitmore. First pitch swinging. Grounded over to short. Opts for the throw to first. It gets past Robinson. Motoring into home. Eister coming to score. And Gentiloni advances, and Whitmore now standing on second base.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be the third out for the Hunters. A ball on the ground, hit over to Kate Blunt at shortstop. She fires over to second, but a little bit low, and Robinson unable to handle it to pick it over there on the hop at first. Eister scurries over to home plate for another run for the Firebells.
9-3 SF over Boston. And add another one. On cue, Leguizamon brings in another one. And then Kelsie Whitmore tacks on a second, going for 3 bases. Hastings gunned down over at third. But the damage, Leguizamon. And 11-3 now, the Firebells. Top of the 6th inning. It's been an eventful 5 innings to get to this point. And let's take a look at our game summary presented by Visit Springfield. Of course, Kelsie Whitmore, the starter on the mound, took the home run lead in the race in this league with her 9th of the season. The Hunters scored 3 in the top of the 4th to take the lead, but then the Firebells answered in succession. 4 runs in the 4th, 6 runs in the 5th. They now have that 11-3 lead as Whitmore makes the move out to center with a new era call to the bullpen. Peyton Correa taking over. Just over 6 innings pitched this season, 5 strikeouts to 7 walks. Correa taking over the pitching duties as Lexi Hastings leads off. Hastings 0 for 1 with the walk tonight. Was part of that 3 runs in the 4th, came in to score. Correa came in to relieve Whitmore when the Firebells faced the Queens back on the 21st. It's a swinging strike there. Ended up taking the loss. Just 1 inning she pitched. Couple of hits, 3 earned runs, couple of strikeouts. Did have 4 walks. He's going to try to stay in command here. Whitmore with a solid 5 innings to start. Passing the ball to Coria. In a really good position with the 8-run lead. Hastings fouls it out of play. Two. Chopped softly, third base line. Coria tries to get it to first, but no way with Lexi Hastings' speed.
Lexi Hastings doesn't have to do it with a big hit or something in the gap. She can do it with a little dribbler on the infield. She waits for this ball on the outside part of the plate, gets on top of it, and is able to drive that ball down in the ground. Because there's dirt in front right before the grass meets, if you can hit it perfectly right there, the ball will bounce. Lexi was able to make perfect contact right there in what I call the triangle zone, and able to get that ball to have a good hop to give her enough time to run to first base. With the speed that she has, she's going to be safe every time.
Runner aboard here with no outs. Lex. See George taking the throw down to second as Hastings takes off, but she's in there safely.
Hastings wasting no time getting herself in scoring position. She just takes one quick look, but as soon as she knows that she is close to that bag, she's diving head first, getting herself in a good position to try to get around to home plate.
Second stolen base of the day. Both times she's got on, she's done it. Last time put herself in scoring position, and her teammates took advantage. Blunt had the RBI single. 2 for 2 days so far. Trying to add a third, but cut off by Leguizamon. Beautiful play over to first. Moving to her left well.
Leguizamon shows why she is at the top when it comes to assists. She's able to move over, get that ball to her left, but quickly make that adjustment to throw over to first base for the out. Top 2 in assists in the WPBL.
Momentum taking her towards second base, so Hastings using her speed to get to third. One away for Micah Dumais. 1 for 2 with the single back in the fourth. Dumais, Rain Padgham, Ali Schroeder representing for Canada here on Heritage Night. Cranks this one. Well foul.
Looked like Micah was sitting on that pitch. He was ready for that ball on the inside part of the plate, turns on it. It goes a long way, but it is foul.
Coria falls behind. Gets what she likes. And issues the walk. Dumais aboard for the third time tonight. Runners at the corners with 1 out for the Hunters.
Dumais adding another runner on the base, what you call another duck on the pond, Jenna.
Sure is.
For the Hunters, and that's the key right now. They just are looking to get as many runners in scoring position as possible. To come back 3-11 is just about one batter at a time, one pitch at a time, one hit at a time.
Keeping a close eye on Dumais over at first. Last time with runners on, Beth Greenwood took advantage. 2 RBI single. She's been heating up offensively as of late. In the sky, right side, covering a ton of ground. Can't quite get there in foul territory. Kaplan running after it.
I thought Kaplan might make that diving play, but runs out of space, gets right there onto the bullpen. She had to run a long way. But if that bullpen wasn't there, I think she was gonna go head first to make that catch.
Greenwood with the 0-1 count. She's the player coach on staff here with the Hunters. Runner takes off. Denae thought about sliding, but decides to stand up at second.
You'll see sometimes when base runners, they'll take a peek over to the catcher to see if they're getting ready to throw, or take a peek at the pitcher to see the positioning. Micah did that, realized she didn't need to slide, and why dive when you don't have to? Stand up still.
Greenwood takes one for the team. Not only does that load the bases with 1 out, but turns it over to the top of the order for the Hunters.
This ball just gets away from Corrier and hits Greenwood. Unluckily, what she has, an Evo shield, which protects her elbow. The 3rd base runner for the Hunters.
Denver Bryant, the top 2 in RBIs on this Hunter squad. Hits one over to second. Get the out at second. And the 1 hop to first. Not quite in time. So the run comes across, and the Hunters start chipping away with their 4th run.
See Denver Bryant doing all she can to get down that line, trying to beat that throw. It's definitely a close play, but a tie goes to the runner, Denver Bryant, hustling for that single.
Two away, runners at the corners for Gabby Haas. Also a single on the day. Bryant takes off. Slides into second. 2 in scoring position. Correa catches the zone. Haas gets a piece, evened up at 2. Haas was the first pick of the 4th round of the WPBL draft. Trying to keep this 6th inning alive for the Hunters offensively. Full count. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Second walk issued from Correa. 3rd free pass. Greenwood also got hit. And bases loaded once again.
Bases loaded once again for the leader in home runs for the Hunters, Takara Eldenays.
Nowhere to put her. Sam Unger, assistant coach, comes out to talk to the battery.
Leader in home runs as well as doubles.
That's the thing, it's the consistency with Whitmore as well. She came into today hitting 500 and held an ace on the Hunter side. Gets on base consistently. I talked about how she leads in walks in addition to some of the other categories like extra base hits. She can leave the yard. And back in the 4th inning, Boston utilized every single thing they had. Bringing in with the base hits, utilizing the small ball, running things out, stealing bases, the swim move at second from Denae. Any way possible. Looking to do the same thing here in the 6th. Held an ace with those 2 home runs on the season. 2 of the 3 in total for Boston. Senior change a game with 1 swing in the past. Coria finding the zone right there. Peyton Coria pitching since she was 6 years old. Trying to get out of the jam. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Full count, nowhere to put her.
Walks as good as a hit.
Huge lead at 3rd as that has popped into foul territory. And we'll do it again. Payoff pitch once more. Got her swinging. Coria gets the K. They limit it to 1 more run across for the Hunters, the 7-run lead to the bottom of the 6th.
Baseball fans, the excitement doesn't stop here. The road to the championship is heating up. Our 2026 postseason tickets are now on sale. You don't want to miss a second of the action, the biggest moments in the fight for the championship. Head over to womensprobaseballleague.com/tickets. Get your 2026 postseason tickets now. Fans would like to thank our official equipment providing partners. All-Star, Diamond, Stop Plus, Hyper Ice, Pocket Radar, Jaeger Sports, Papa So. Thank you so much for your support of the inaugural Women's Pro Baseball League season.
There's one of the Canadians for San Francisco, Liz Gilder, representing on Heritage Weekend. She's actually scheduled to appear with us here in the booth tomorrow. As you know, we have seen some special guests coming into the booth. We've brought them in, players and managers, for a couple of innings to get some behind the scenes insight into the teams and into the league. And we're looking forward to having her.
Should be exciting. I don't think we've had anybody from the Firebells, have we?
Just Amanda Gentiloni.
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? That was #1.
It's been a minute, though.
It has been a while. It's been at least 2 weeks since, so it's good to have the Firebells back in the booth.
Andrea LeBlanc back in the box for the Firebells. Third straight inning where she has led off. She came around to score in both the 4th and the 5th. LeBlanc looking for her first hit. Reached twice on a walk and an error. Has hit safely in 9 out of 10 games this season. Second on the team with 15 hits coming into today, but she'll take another walk. Back-to-back appearances for her, 3rd time reaching. LeBlanc over at first. No outs for Alexia George. Down and away. George has flown out twice. Walked and scored in the 4th. Not chasing that down and away pitch from Denae. Popped out of play. George being aggressive there on the 2-0 count. Fans and their foul balls. Gotta love it.
Seen some amazing plays, not just on the field, but also in the stands.
You love that. On and off the field. 2-2. Pitch is wide. Kaplan awaits on deck. Jua Park scheduled in the hole. And they keep LeBlanc honest over at first base. She'll take first base. George aboard for the 2nd time. Back-to-back free passes from Denae, and it's 1st and 2nd with no outs for Skylar Kaplan. Kaplan having a day, 3 for 3 with a trio of singles. She scored twice in both big innings for the Firebells in the 4th and the 5th.
Kaplan credits her late success to the adjustments she's made at practice.
That's deep into the outfield. Good adjustment there. Off the base of the wall. make it another one, a 4-for-4 night.
There's nothing better than seeing what you worked in and practice come to life on the field during a game. This ball, inside part of the plate, she gets a hold of it. She's able to drive it into the right center gap. It hits the wall, not enough to go over, but enough to move the runners around. It's a long single for Skylar Kaplan.
Longest one of the bunch tonight. Take your pick from the 4 we've seen from her. Also seen an RBI single here from Jua Park. She's got bases loaded with no outs. Back in the 5th, took first base on the catcher's interference. Park from South Korea, 21 years old. She's mostly been in that bottom section of the batting order for the Firebells, but has been part of the reason that 1 through 9 is so strong. Firebells saw productivity at this part of the order last couple times through, so Jamal Weeks will chat with Micah Dumais and Beth Greenwood.
It's always dangerous when the Firebells get runners in scoring position, let alone 2 bases loaded. We've seen what happens when the big inning isn't able to be contained from the Firebells. Had a big inning in the 4th, had a big inning in the 6th, 4 runs in the 4th, 6 innings in the 5th. For a lot of the wins for the Firebells, you see that. That's what it looks like. They have those big innings where they continue to capitalize off of the errors, can capitalize off of the hits that each teammate has gotten. Passing the bat, we've talked about it. They're very good at getting a job done and continuing that momentum 1 through 9.
Conversation with the umpires trying to determine how many visits Jamal Weeks has taken to the mound to talk with Dumais. Beth Greenwood said that was the first visit. Sophia Liu behind the dish. Joellen Polano on the bases for the umpiring crew. The home whites today. The Firebells are rocking. Dumais back at it. Always good to follow up getting a strike in that first pitch after the manager's meeting. Stop from Greenwood. Count runs full. Some more activity in the Boston bullpen. Ball 4. Park. Another RBI on the day, this time from the base on balls, as LeBlanc will come in to score and everybody advances. And tomorrow night, more bobbleheads here at Robin Roberts Stadium. Hyuna Kim will have her bobblehead night. The first 250 fans here will be part of the giveaway. First round pick, first pick for Boston in the WPBL draft. She'll get to be celebrated. And we'll see another pitching change with a new era called to the bullpen for the Hunters. 4th arm for this squad coming up next. We'll take a quick break. Back at it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kate Blunt now on the mound for the Hunters. Got the start at short. She moves to the mound with 10 innings under her belt this season, along with 4 strikeouts. Some defensive changes behind her with this change. Yamamoto comes in over at second base. She'll be holding it down on the right side of the infield. And Gabby Haas, who started at second, will move over to shortstop onto the left side. So we've seen a couple of infielders now come in to pitch for the Hunters. First Denae, who started at first, now Blunt, who started at short. Coming into a bit of a sticky situation with bases loaded, no outs.
Kate Blunt has been in this position before. She talks about how stoic she is on the mound. She's okay with the pressure. She actually enjoys the pressure.
Fourth arm we've seen for the Hunters. First the righty Schroeder, the lefty Benites, Denae from the right side, and now Blunt, also a righty. There's Schroeder with Gigi Schiano in the dugout. Schiano got the start last time out against the Queens just a couple of days ago. So Peyton Correa now stepping in. Jordan Eister in that 8th spot initially. Blunt with a quick strike. Firebells tacked on another one to regain that 8-run lead. Outside corner from Blunt. One, two. Pretty pitch. Backwards K for Kate Blunt. Huge out for the reliever.
Beautiful curveball out of the hand of Blunt on the inside.
Swings through another one. It'll get past Greenwood. Coming in to score, and she's in safely. Alexia George, run number 13.
Alexia George wasted no time. As soon as she saw that ball get by Greenwood at home plate, she was taking off. That ball kind of scoots a little bit to Greenwood's left, and George has no hesitation, gets down, is able to beat that throw, safe at home for another run for the Firebells.
9-run lead, biggest we've seen so far tonight. And Sophia Liu, who's behind the plate, says it's a 1-1 count. Joel and Polano trying to confirm, make sure they're on the same page. Looks like Polano confirming actually an 0-2 count to Dave Bedard. And it is 0-2. Dave Bedard lays off. Still just the 1 out with 2 in scoring position. The top of the order are waiting on deck. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Kate Blunt. Coming in and doing her job. 2 down.
Again, this pitch just falls off the table. Kate Blunt, another breaking pitch to get another strikeout.
Gentiloni takes the first pitch strike. RBI single last time up. She is 1 for 4 today. Also has a long ball this season. It was the first for the Firebells on the year. Swings through strike 2. Gentiloni takes it upstairs, a 1-2 count. Gentiloni has struck out, flown out, grounded out, and got the single. Gets a piece there. Gentiloni was 1 for 4 with a couple of RBIs, a run scored, lay down a sack as well last time the Firebells faced the Hunters. That was a 12-5 victory back on Saturday. 5 days off the Firebells had coming into this one. She thought about it, but holds.
I talked to Andréane LeBlanc before the game about the days off, how we haven't seen them at Robin Roberts Stadium in quite a while. She said they weren't really days off. They were practicing every single day. And so this is a team that continues to work on their craft, even on the days they don't necessarily have to.
2-2. Another good take. Each team playing 3 games a week in the regular season in the WPBL. Firebells getting their week started tonight. Check swing, holds it. And Gentiloni will draw the walk. Bases juiced once more. No surprise as tonight's Capelli Sport play of the game, Kelsie Whitmore. Back in her second at-bat, already had the double, but had to one-up herself with the solo shot, the 9th, to lead the league all on her own. Greenwood keeps that ball close enough to her to keep runners where they're at. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Kelsie Whitmore, not exactly the hitter you'd want to see in the box as a pitcher. Blunt, though, not only retired the first 2 hitters that she saw, but fanned them both. The walk to Gentiloni, the first base runner that she's allowed. Big cut from Whitmore. Two, 1. Three, 1 with nowhere to put her. Swing and a miss. Blunt fires back to fill the count.
Ooh, a lot of movement on that pitch from Blunt. Able to get Whitmore to swing through.
Bases loaded. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. That will walk another run in. Kaplan comes in to score. Bases still loaded. So back-to-back Ks give way to back-to-back walks. Once again, Firebells batting through the order. Joelle Leguizamon. A 10-run lead for the Firebells. Adding as much insurance as possible. Trying to shut it down in the top of the 7th, coming up next. Kate Blunt jumping ahead this time. Leguizamon has been the last out in the last 3 innings. Of course, got the 2 RBI double, but was thrown out at 3rd back in the 5th. Tough one. Greenwood, though, keeping it close enough. Nice block.
That was an excellent block from Greenwood, able to take it off her chest plate. Moves her body in position, knowing that ball is going to go wide a little bit. Instead of trying to get it with the backhand and potentially miss it, she's able to get her body in front of it, keep it in front to prevent Park from coming home.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So in the end, Kate Blunt strikes out the side, but another crooked number for the Firebells put them up 10 runs. Top of the 7th inning, and what do you know? An eclipse right in front of our eyes here in Springfield, Illinois. And the Firebells nearly eclipsed their most productive outing this season. 14 runs, just allowed 4 across for the Hunters. Last night, this is what it looked like. Been waiting on that full moon. First pitch in for a strike to Pattison. The Firebells 3 outs away from securing their 7th win on the season. Peyton Correa came in for Kelsie Whitmore. She got the start. 5 innings of work. Correa allowed the 1 run back in the 6th, but got out of the jam. Now the 1-2 count Bit of an uncharacteristic night for Pattison so far. Been leading the team in hits pretty consistently throughout the season. She's 0 for 3 with a couple of Ks. Third one of the day. Back-to-back Ks for Peyton Correa since she came in to relieve. One down.
Corey's done a really good job of painting the corners of the plate. Really being able to throw the Boston Hunters off balance.
Sabrina Robinson with her first AB tonight. Came in over at first. The train here right next to Robin Roberts. Passing through. Robinson gets a piece. It's her 7th game that she's come in to sub so far this season. On the ground right side. Off the backhand from LeBlanc. That's going to scoot away. And Robinson finds herself on first.
This is a ball that had to pull LeBlanc to her right side a little bit. She goes to backhand it, but isn't able to get low enough to get that ball. And she misses a little bit with her glove, and her foot comes to forward as she's taking her momentum to the right side over towards second base. Her foot makes contact with the ball, booting it a little bit over. Robinson is now at first with 1 out for the Hunters.
Scoring decision is an error on LeBlanc. So Robinson still waiting for that first hit in the WPBL. As Hastings pops this foul out of play. The gloves are everywhere here in the stands. One on, one out. 1 strike to Hastings. Opposite way. Into left. Not quite the read that David Bedard wanted. Over her head. And a double from Lexi Hastings to keep the Hunters going.
Lexi Hastings waits on this ball on the outside part of the plate, gets a good barrel on it. She's able to send it back. You see David Bedard, as she's going back, she's not able to make the adjustment. The ball's off of lefty, tend to tail towards the left side. And if you aren't able to do a head flip or a hip flip in that scenario, it's gonna tail past the glove. That's what happened right there in left field. That's a double for Lexi Hastings, and we have Robinson at third.
And Kate Blunt trying to help herself out. Does have 2 hits on the night and an RBI. Popped up. George has the room. Sticks with it to make the catch. Nicely done. Out number 2.
Alexia George finds the ball. She moves her body to get in a good position. Moving with it. She shakes her head a little bit because those can be tough to read at times, but she stays with it and makes that catch.
Down to their final out for the Hunters. Yamamoto steps in. She came in to play second base defensively. Now with her first AB of the night. 545 average. Small sample size as She recently debuted here in the WPBL, but off to a good start. Two one. Goes the other way, out of play. Coria 1 strike away from closing this thing out for the Firebells. Two-two pitch. Yamamoto stays alive. Two-two once again. That's the third strike. In the dirt though, and gets past George. The throw over to Coria offline. One comes across, a second comes across. Hastings uses the wheels, and going into second though, Yamamoto is gunned down. So some life at the end for the Hunters. Couple more come across, but they will drop this one. Third straight the Firebells take from the Hunters. 14-6 final score. Drama to the last second, but the Firebells hang on to it. 14 runs on 11 hits for San Francisco. 9 hits to produce those 6 for Boston. Firebells own the all-time record over the Hunters, 3-0. Those 5 days off paid off. They came back with a vengeance here for their first game of the week. Firebells improved their record this season to 7-4. First team in the WPBL to reach 7 wins this season. Right now they stand alone at the top, but the Heights and the Queens on their heels with 6 wins apiece. They will face the Heights on Sunday, what will be a key matchup down the stretch. And our Dick's Sporting Goods player of the game should be no surprise. She did it on the mound, she did it in the box. That is Kelsie Whitmore, showing off why she was the #1 overall draft pick here in the WPBL. 9 home runs to lead the league on her own. She takes the lead in the home run race, but got it done with 5 innings to start tonight on the bump. Just 3 earned runs off of her 6 Ks to tie the league high in a single appearance. Truly doing it on both sides of the ball. And now she is down on the field with AJ Andrews.
We are with the player of the game. Who else but Kelsie Whitmore? Kelsie, another day of you on the mound, getting it done, but then also getting done at the plate. You hit your 9th home run today, putting you ahead in the leaderboard. Walk us through that, AB.
Oh my gosh, I kind of forgot about it. Second at bat, I was just trying to be patient. I mean, my 4th at bat, like I was getting a little antsy, so second at bat, just trying to be patient with it, see a pitch that I like, and put good barrel on the ball that was right there, and it worked out.
We get to see the power that you possess on the field, but what are some of the things that we don't see that you work on that allows the production you have on the field?
Oh man, I mean, I think leading up to a game day, especially I feel like there's a little bit more pressure when I go in, I have to pitch and hit for myself. You know, when you're on the mound, you got to focus on the mound and how you're going to attack each batter, but then vice versa, when I'm in the box, I have to figure out how I'm going to attack, you know, the pitcher coming at me. And so leading up to that, I spend a lot of my day prior to that really mentally like visualizing, a lot of good self-talk, and just getting myself in a good space mentally so I can control my body physically.
I know both you and Denae say you don't focus on the leaderboard when it comes to the home runs, but it's got to feel good to hit that 9th home run and be in that #1 spot.
I mean, it definitely felt good. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to go over, so I was like hauling when I hit it. But yeah, I mean, I know she's going to punch right back, and it's just going to be a competition. But it's fun, and you know, it's part of the game. Just trying to do what we can to help our team win, and if it ends up having a home run during the game, then I'll take it, you know. But yeah, it's fun. All good competition, all good healthy competition. Excited for the rest of the season.
All right, this Firebells team, you guys, once you get hot, you stay hot. The big innings, whether it is the 4th, it's the 5th, we see it multiple times in multiple different games. What is about this team that allows you guys to continue to build that momentum all throughout the game?
Being a unit, one pitch at a time. Like, that is our philosophy, is like focusing and staying focused from the first pitch to the last out. And I'll live by that forever. And this season is just trying to implement in our team and trying to lead them to like focus one pitch at a time from the first pitch to the last out, and then we can breathe. You know, we get the rest of tomorrow to breathe, and then back on Sunday, first pitch, last out, one pitch at a time. And that's my mindset, how I approach the game, and I want them to approach it that way. And it's so sometimes you get caught up in like let's win, but like why don't we just focus this inning, this pitch, like and just one thing at a time. It helps slow the game down and helps slow life down. Like I feel like that's the best way to attack life too off the field, is like taking one moment at a time. You can't be present in a game, or you can't be present off the field if you're like rushing through life trying to get to the end result. Like if you just be here, then everything will play out the way it needs to be. Win or lose, like at least you know you did everything you could each moment, every single pitch, one inning at a time.
Kelsie Whitmore, player of the game, also with the word, okay? Inspirational words, whether you play baseball or just in life. Kelsie, congratulations on your 9th home run and this win for the Firebells and being player of the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Much love.
What a performance under the Friday night lights, and the Bells stay on fire. The 14-6 win over the Boston Hunters. They stay at the top of the standings. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. For AJ Andrews and our entire crew, I'm Jenna Becerra. We'll be back tomorrow for New York and LA here at Robin Roberts Stadium. But in the meantime, it's so long from Springfield.